What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, you know, when I was a kid, I loved the TV show Bewitched. Does everybody remember Bewitched?
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Elizabeth Montgomery. When I was a little kid, she was hot. You, what were you? Like negative 35 when that came on TV?
You're such a dick.
I'm such a dick. That's the point! That's the whole point here, and it's not a joke. Who was the best dick on that show? Was it Sargent or York? And you cannot believe the arguments I'm getting in on the internet who the best dick was.
This is what you think about? This is what you do with your free time?
They pay me to be the jackass here.
Employee of the year.
See, Tommy Z probably does need his own theme song. If the lyrics were to, it would probably be more like a cheerleader cheer, you know, starting with, it would spell cock.
He's got a pretty good vocabulary, but I bet half of those words are cock-related.
All right, listen, Gary, why don't you take over
Okay.
and run this show? Because obviously my cohorts have their taunts and their barbs in full gear.
All right, okay. Welcome to the Cigar Advisor Review Panel. Think of this as the view in transgender mode on crack. I'm Gary Korb, Executive Editor for Cigar Advisor Magazine, and this week we're going to be reviewing the Gloria Cubana Gilded Age
So funny there, Joy B.
Churchill. I think there's a world out there that no one can experience better than when you go into that light. And there's a lot happening out there, let me tell you. I've been there and back. Z-Man,
Yes, my friend.
you said this was a solid, weighty stick. Now you're talking about the cigar.
I'm talking about the cigar. I'm not back to the Dick York joke. Gilded Age, to me, now Michael Giannini of La Gloria, General Cigar, really was the mastermind behind the cigar. And I think it's one of the best, tastiest things I've had in a very long time. And you know how some cigars guys got to build? This one is flavor right off the bat. I mean, it is just this classic kind of, I know he was going for this old world style cigar. That might mean something different to us older, you know, guys with the canes. And
Way older.
John DeTore constantly rolls his eyes every time I say something. I don't know if the kid's got, like, if he just eats and gets bad gas. Is it meatloaf? Is it this Oedipus complex? He's always talking about his mother. Or there's some serious taste. It starts out kind of medium. It builds to much more full. Although Lou will probably say, "Oh, it's mild. It's light." But
True story.
that's what he's gonna say. But that's the guy that puts 10W30 on his Cheerios. So.
Well, you know, the foundation of a start of a good day is a real strong, hearty breakfast, and you're not going to get it done on 5-weight oil. You know, I like a good strong 10W40.
10, yeah, whatever. So it goes down easy.
Stronger.
Goes down easy. So does Lou. And can we say this? Is this thing on? So that, guys, I think this is a phenomenal cigar. I could smoke this every day. It is full, rich flavor. I love this smoke. I really do.
Okay, I sort of agree with that. This one is really nice this morning. So
It's nice this morning.
it's nice this
Was
morning.
it rude to you earlier?
Yes, yes, I sat on it by
Well,
accident.
turn on you in the afternoon.
I gotta tell you. Anyway, all right, Jonathan.
Take DeTore as an example. I don't know what social affair this guy's dressed up for at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's always like he's either going to a funeral or a business lunch. And let's be honest, the guy, you know, sits around and, you know, finds funny pictures for Facebook.
Blazer, button-down shirt, jeans. Perfect for the office. Don't I look good? Look at these shoes. Snazzy as can be. Now, if I take off the blazer and I put on my golf shoes, ready for the golf course. If I take off the button-down, put on a polo, I'm ready for a business casual meeting. Perhaps just a nice night on the town with my date. If I put on a t-shirt instead of this, I'm fine. If I put on shorts, ready for summer weather. Put on my sneakers, I'm ready to go running. I'm always keeping it real, and I always have a change of clothes in my car. That's what you gotta do to keep it real. Make sure you can blend in, fit in anywhere. Truth. I have to agree with Tommy. It's flavor from beginning to end. I'm hit with a bunch of, a little bit of sweetness, but a lot of a big woody flavor to it. If
Definitely
you guys pick that up.
sweetness, definitely.
Yeah, there's a bit of sweetness to it, and then that woody flavor comes in, nutty flavor. That's what I'm getting at least. And I think the Gilded Age is a home run.
Just has a lot going on in there. It's a cigar that a cigar smoker can really appreciate if they've smoked a lot of things. I think I could probably qualify to be an old hippie, but I think there are people that are more qualified to be. You know where I got this shirt?
Where?
Ladysmith Black Mombaza's
At the
wardrobe
1953
trailer.
store?
Howard and people.
That's where I got it. But anyway, John Pulo.
Hi, Gary.
You said you like the cigar because it doesn't run around like someone who's bipolar in terms of flavors. Now you are bipolar, so what do you mean by
I
that?
have been accused of that and much worse, but that's okay.
John Pulo's got that John Stamos hair. He's got that Full House look. I like that. He's like a teddy bear John Stamos. And I think that's, I don't know if that's the cigar look, but I bet chicks dig him.
Really, what it comes down to is you have this flavor in mind when you first come off the pre-light draw, and you go into it with this expectation, and you're hoping, and it delivered. And then I'm thinking, okay, it's going to transition to something else, and it delivered. I mean, it was feeling lucky, like I should go bet some lottery numbers or something like that. I got the sweetness, but it was a little bit more of a citrusy sweetness. So it's like I had my dose of grapefruit in the morning. I'm good.
See, I tasted like a cherry kind of thing going.
Yeah, where did that come from?
That's what I tasted. You tasted
No,
it?
I tasted that too. I'm right on.
Like an
I'm right with
amaretto.
Tom,
I said almost like amaretto. Well, I had a girlfriend named Amaretto when I was in the 3rd grade, and she passed away. So maybe we shouldn't talk about this. You guys are like insensitive, and this is like crazy. All right, don't ask me about amaretto. Oh, you meant in the cigars? Yeah, I tend to taste it in the cigars. I tasted it on my girlfriend too. I think we're gonna get complaints with this. I want to hear what Lou has to say. I really do, because
We're talking about transitions and cherry and all these different flavors.
figs.
Different types of figs. Well, you got your brown figs and you got your green figs. I'd say there's 2. That was last time. That was the Gen 2. You know what? For me, this isn't an earth-shattering complex cigar, but that's not the point, right?
It's not.
Not the point at all. La Gloria Cubana is a brand that's been around. It's been a staple for fuller-bodied smokers for probably over a century at this point. Okay, and Gilded Age for me lives up to that expectation. I'm expecting a cigar, very much like you're saying, Tommy. That's a real cigar smoker's cigar. You know, it's got a classic.
I said that.
Okay, well, I get you old guys confused. That you all look the same.
You people.
You people. For me, if a cigar is going to be good, period, it's got to have some sweetness. You want the sugars in the leaf to really shine through, because that's what gives a cigar its flavor. Otherwise, what do you have?
And that's why we call them Sweet Lou.
Exactly. Otherwise, what are you smoking? You're smoking bitter leaves.
Gary, can you take your dentures off the table, please?
They're creeping John out.
They're creeping me out a little bit.
Actually, I get a little worked up, but shut up.
And someone offered me some mushrooms, was at a party, and I said, oh, wow, this is better than aspirin. Well, anyway, here's our review panel takeaway for the La Gloria Gilded Age Churchill. We thought it was an excellent construction, medium full in body, gobs of thick creamy smoke, good draw, nice mix of flavors, improved in strength and flavor at the midpoint, very consistent, best suited for experienced cigar smokers, and Michael Giannini did a great job, and all the people.
Giannini did a phenomenal job, and if you guys want to chime in on who the best dick was, York or Sargent, write us here at Cigar Advisor.
Well, we all know who the biggest dick is.
Probably York. I think he might have been.
The advisors have spoken. Want to try the cigar for yourself? Go to cigaradvisor.com and click or tap on the Ratings tab at the bottom of the page. Expand the Search Brands tab at the bottom. Then enter Gilded for consumer ratings and reviews, or to buy it now directly from Cigar Advisor magazine.